everyone, today I'm going to be swatching and reviewing the Candy Skies palette by Laura Lee and Erin Weaver. This is my first Laura Lee LA palette that I've gotten because mostly those are more natural palettes, but this one has a little bit more fun colors, so I decided to pick it up to try the formula. So if you want to know my thoughts on this palette and see the swatches, just keep watching. So you get 14 eyeshadows. The eyeshadows smell very strongly of like vanilla-y like chocolate, which is fine, but if you're sensitive to smells, know that even just opening this palette, it's a very strong scent. So I just wanted to let you know that. You get a nice variety of colors. I don't know why, for some reason they're coming across differently. You have some nice blue tones, you have some nice orangey tones, you have pinks, some purples, and you have a matte white. So I think it's a nice variety of colors. It does also come with a nice size mirror, which is always good. This is what the swatches look like without flash. This palette swatch is fine. I didn't have any issues whatsoever, but I think my issue with this palette is it's just the formula is way more soft than what I'm used to with other brands. This is a palette that would be good for people who are just venturing into color because it's softer, they're buildable, and you don't get that intense pigment that is hard to blend out, I guess. And here it is with flash. I'm honestly, I don't want to say disappointed in this palette because it is a nice palette, but for me personally, it just doesn't hit the mark because of the fact that it is soft and buildable. Like, I want something that's intensely pigmented right away. And even the metallics aren't super metallic. They're not the type of metallics that I like. They're more softer. So if you're into that, this would definitely be up your alley. But for me personally, it's just not really it. It's still been so warm here and my pain's been bad and it's just been a tough time overall. So filming right now is not the funnest, but I wanted to get this up because I am decluttering this palette to my friend because it's just not something I need. So I know she'll get way more use out of this than I will. Plus, I'm excited to see the looks that she does. But yeah, like, these shades are beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's just not it for me. Like, they're just really soft. Like, they swatch beautifully, and on the eye, the shades I did use, they work well. It's just that it's not the intense pigment that I'm used to and that I want. This palette retails for 45 US dollars. So for me personally, if I'm paying $45 US for a palette, not even including shipping to Canada, I want the formula to be amazing, or at least good. And not that this isn't good, but for me, it doesn't hit that mark that I want. Like, ColourPop is more pigmented than these, so that's just kind of like like ColourPop's up their prices a bit, but honestly, I think that that'd be more worth it than this. I mean, if you're into this color story and you're into the Laura Lee formula, go for it. But for me personally, it just didn't hit the mark. Also, I do want to say the shade Cloudy is honestly the best metallic in this palette, which is unfortunate because I'm not a big fan of blue-brown shades. But if you like blue-brown shades, that one is actually probably the best one I've ever seen formulated. So that's saying something. I do love the layout of this palette, like how it goes from like the blues to the oranges to the pinks to the purples and then the white. I think I think it looks really pretty, and I think that the shades go well together in my look. I did something with the blues. I actually used all the blues in my look, and then I used the matte light purple. Honestly, I wasn't overall happy with my look. Like, it was just, for me, it was a simple look, and it wasn't something that I was overly proud of or anything like that. So, you know, it was, I don't know. I don't want to say this palette's a disappointment because I'm sure for some people it's amazing, but for me, it just didn't it just didn't do it for me. It was just, I have so many other palettes with these shades that are better in my opinion. Like, I have minty shades like this that are incredibly pigmented and just more intense, which is something that I would personally want. This palette is beautiful in its own right, but it's just not something that I personally would get. It's just for 45 US dollars, it just doesn't hit the mark. Honestly, it just is kind of a letdown, if I'm being completely honest. And I mean, the look I did was pretty, but I still didn't like it that much. Like, everything blended great, and you can build these up. These are definitely buildable, but I prefer something being more pigmented right away, and the metallics, I want them to be more intense, if that makes sense. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative and helped you decide on this palette. Let me know down below what you think of this palette, if you own it, if you think it's good or not, let me know. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment down below any videos you'd like to see me do. Go follow my Instagram and TikTok, Makeup by Tasha XO, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. In other news, my my elementary school bully made a video about me, a TikTok. She didn't name names or anything, but it definitely rubbed me the wrong way. She brought up some traumatic stuff that happened to me, and acted like she was a saint, and that, you know, I was horrible for stuff that happened and whatever. And it was just kind of like, when my friend told me that she made the video, I was livid, but then afterwards I'm like, the fact that this chick is denying that she bullied me was kind of like, it was not great to basically second guess myself now about something like that when I know that she did bully me. So that was fun. I just kind of left it as it is. Like, she obviously needs help if she's going to think that she didn't bully me, but it's whatever, you know. I wish her the best. She needs it. But yeah, I just wanted to vent about that because that was just so dumb. And it was just kind of like, okay, well, thank you. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle the past 2.5 weeks now. I've been in the middle of a pain flare-up that just does not want to go away, and then on top of that, like, it's warm, so that doesn't help the pain at all either, and it's been a mess. So thank you guys for sticking with me. Sorry, videos have been a little bit on the slower time frame, but I'm trying to get them out as quickly as I can.